Well, good morning. Good morning, sports betting world. It's Bob from OddsJam, OddsJam TV. Are you ready? Are we building it up? Let's wake up and have some coffee. Woo! Oh, yeah. It's me, Bob, to start off your morning. Bob Lagrasso from OddsJam, OddsJam TV, and the Sports Nuts. Good morning to you all. Let's have some coffee. Enjoy our days, uh, or our day. Some of us have days, some of us have a day. Uh, I don't know about you guys, but I am just having a lot of fun betting here. I'm on one heck of a roll, folks. Just one heck of a roll. And by the way, I really appreciate all the comments from yesterday. There are people that are wanting me to do this on the weekend. Come on, man. You got to give an old man a break, okay? Come on, give me a break. By the way, don't forget to click the links below to take advantage of the best books in your state. You need as many sports books, all of them. You need to be in all of them to be a profitable sports bettor. Don't forget you sign up for OddsJam for 3 free profitable bets emailed to you daily. And if you want to be a partner with OddsJam, you click the link. There's a link below. You can share with your friends. Folks, you get 20% of all the revenue for those who sign up with your link. How can you beat that? It's unbelievable. OddsJam.com, and we're going to get back to OddsJam in a bit. I'm going to go look around here. Hope you guys are really enjoying this show. Once again, I really appreciate all the comments. And I want to talk about the NBA and, of course, some of the things that happened yesterday. Boston pretty well taking care of Brooklyn. Um, I was all over that game. But our buddy Steve P. Betts, was all over Detroit and Cleveland, and our Odds GM TV crew of Mike and Randall and Steve were all over Minnesota beating Memphis. Kudos to you guys. Way to go. This clown wasn't in on that, okay? little inside joke there, Steve. Yeah, I'm the comedian of the group. That's for sure. All right, so today is going to be the day that James Harden is making his appearance with the 76ers. Okay. Philly's got a big playoff push here. The question is, in my mind, what kind of impact is Harden going to make? They're playing the Timberwolves at Minnesota. Does Minnesota win back to back, guys? Or is Philadelphia going to show that they could have this dominant pick and roll with uh, Harden and Embiid? Is that a possibility? We'll see tonight. That's the big game on the slate. Also, Dallas and Utah tonight, too. NHL, last night, the Flames' 10-game winning streak was stopped. Yes, I bet them. And by the way, I was profitable last night. Don't forget to check out my NHL best bets of the day on OddsJam. I went 3-2 last night, but the Flames 10-game winning streak stopped. You know what? I kept rolling with them until they lost. That's just the way you do it. You just got to ride the wave, and I rode that wave. Big game was Columbus whipping Florida uh, with Florida at home, 6-3. Holy cow! What a game that was, man. You know what? Let's have a sip of coffee together. It's good stuff, man. Oh yeah. So, the guy told me yesterday, just keep on doing you, Bob. So that's what I'm going to do. But before I do me some more, we're going to go to OddsJam. Let me share my screen here and take a look at a few things. I've got the bet tracker up right now, folks, and I actually clicked a few bets that are pending over here. This automatically, by the way, they automatically grade your bets. It's 100% free to use. It's a great tool. If I click over here, you'll see, okay, so here's my profit. Here's my closing line value. There's my ROI, return on investment. And, obviously hockey is number one for me. Can't help it. It's numero uno. So let me go back to the bet tracker. The bet tracker actually went 1-2 last night with what I picked. But I got to be honest with you, I didn't get all over it later on in the day. I was just on it early in the morning. This morning, I got more positive EV bets. And I'll be honest with you, I look for a lot of total goals in hockey. And as you can see, there's a couple plays here. Now, I have my player props turned on. So the player props come up because one of the cool things that has happened with OddsJam recently is the fact that you have all of these props now available to you with one click. One click, and you're going to get these odds. First period total goals in the St. Louis Buffalo game. It's right there at one click. I'm telling you, folks, that is absolutely huge. And by the way, if I didn't say it before, I'm going to say it again. You need multiple sports books. You sign up for as many in your state as possible. We got links below. Click, take advantage, click on the links, and you know what? You want to be profitable. You want to be profitable like Steve P and Randall K. Okay. Yes, they're profitable sports bettors. All right, real quick. Want to go to positive EV page and see if there's anything on here that trips my trigger. There's a 15 that's in soccer. Looking more in NBA market with there. Don't necessarily like. I'm trying to find me a play. I've already clicked on that one. That's a player made threes. These are all player props that are on here right now for the most part, and not knowing enough about it. I'm apprehensive to bet, but let's just check this one out. The 2.91% with let's see, that's plus 105. Over 13.5 player points for this guy right here, Podol. All right, we're gonna, you know what? Let's click it and see if it works. We can check it out next week. Which, by the way, I'm not doing the weekend, folks. All right, let's get that straight right now. I got to have a little time off. I'll be doing my NHL best bets, but I want to sleep in this weekend. So hope you guys are enjoying the show. Don't forget to comment below and like and subscribe. All right. Like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. All right. I want to look at a little bit of the NCAA bracketology. Okay. Let's look at some of these teams that are on the bubble. And when you hear these teams, you got to be going, holy cow. Have we ever seen a bubble like this before? Michigan's on the bubble. North Carolina's on the bubble. Indiana is on the bubble. Virginia's on the bubble. Oregon's on the bubble. Florida, San Diego State. Man, that's a lot of teams on the bubble. And here's my question. Who you got for your number one seeds? Do you like Gonzaga, Arizona, Auburn, and Kansas? What do you think? I'm not sure. I'll tell you one thing. I'm looking at ESPN's bracketology here, and they've got Duke as a 2 seed. Baylor is a 2 seed, which I do agree with there. Purdue is a 2 seed, and Kentucky is a 2 seed. Boy, I'm thinking if Kentucky and Duke play, that Kentucky would kick Duke's butt. What do you think? And you know what? I want comments from y'all. If you disagree with me, tell me you disagree with me. All right? I'm all for that. I'm for any kind of controversy we can get going. Let's get it going right now. Cheers to you. Let's have another sip of coffee. Love having my coffee in the morning. Ah, yes. So, one thing that I'm interested in what you guys think of. Everybody's talking about what's going to happen with Carson Wentz and Kirk Cousins in the NFL. I just got to ask you a question. Is anybody out there really a big Carson Wentz fan? I mean, the guy seems to become a turnover machine, and he turns the ball over absolutely at the wrong time, and fumbleitis and so on and so forth. It's not that I don't like the kid. I think he's got a lot of gumption. He's got a lot of get up and go. He's got a lot of heart and dedication. He really goes after it. But he's very careless with the football. Okay. And Kirk Cousins thinks he can thread the needle like a John Elway could. He thinks he's got that kind of arm. Kirk, you don't have that kind of arm. Okay. You're not in that league. You got to play within yourself. Are these guys going to have a major impact on what happens in the NFL next year? Aren't you guys kind of curious about that? I sure am. That's for sure. Okay, I want to come over here and take a look at the standings in the NHL, and I'm going to share my screen here just to talk about these things. By the way, don't forget to click the links below for multiple sports books in your state. Okay, so let's just take a look at the Eastern Conference right now. And you see where Carolina and the Rangers and Pittsburgh are up there in the Metropolitan Division, followed by Washington. Remember, the top three in the NHL in their division are automatically in. And then, it's in each division. That makes six. And then you got two teams that are wild cards. In the Atlantic, you've got Florida, Tampa Bay, and Toronto, with Boston hanging out here. Okay. Doesn't look like my Islanders are going to make it. Columbus has been making a push, but that Eastern Conference looks almost set right now. When you look at the West, folks, here's the tough division. Numero uno toughest division in the NHL with Colorado, St. Louis, Minnesota, and Nashville. And then you come over here and you've got Calgary, Vegas in the Pacific with Los Angeles, followed by Edmonton. Well, our number 2 team in the Central Division is equal to their number 1 team in the Pacific Division. This is a tough division. This is where the real hockey's played. I'm a Western Conference guy. These Eastern Conference teams that beat off. They're beat up. They beat up on the lower level teams because you've got so many teams. You got 6 teams under 20 wins in the East. You only got 3 in the West. I think the West is the much tougher conference. Boy, I can't wait till playoff time. Can you guys? You know what? There is nothing like playoff hockey. There's nothing like a 7-game series and the intensity of it in the Stanley Cup playoffs. There's nothing like the Stanley Cup playoffs. And ESPN and TNT have the Stanley Cup playoffs this year. Guys, that's huge. You're going to be able to see some of the most exciting games where before it was on NBC Sports Network, okay? And it wasn't, you didn't have the coverage that you're going to have now. You're going to have it on ESPN, ESPN2, ESPN Plus. You got the TNT. I think it's great. And for the game of hockey to be getting out to all of these people out here that may have never witnessed the game or seen the Stanley Cup playoffs. Guys, there is nothing like the Stanley Cup playoffs. The intensity, especially when it goes to overtime. There's nothing like overtime hockey. Okay. It's not like the regular season. It's sudden death. You play 20-minute periods until somebody scores a goal and wins the game. You can't beat that. The Stanley Cup playoffs are great, man. I just love them. All right. So I'll tell you what, that is going to take care of our show for today. I appreciate you guys being here and hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back Monday for my morning coffee with Bob. I'll see you later, folks. Have a great weekend.